If you're gearing up for the IIBF's certificate exam on foreign exchange, you are in exactly the right place. This is your complete roadmap. We're going to break down absolutely everything, from the syllabus and how to study, all the way to what you need to know on exam day to walk away with that certificate.
This isn't just another random certification. It's offered by the Indian Institute of Banking and Finance. And get this, it was actually created based on recommendations from an RBI committee. That tells you that the content is directly plugged into what the industry needs right now.
So here's how we're going to tackle this. We'll walk through it in 6 simple steps. We'll start with the basics of the exam, then decode the syllabus, help you craft a study plan, go through registration, cover exam day rules, and then finish up with what it takes to pass. Let's dive in.
All right, first things first. Let's answer the big questions right up front. What is this exam actually all about? And, is it the right move for you in your career?
At its core, the goal here is purely practical. It's all designed to give banking professionals like you a really solid handle on the Foreign Exchange Management Act, FEMA, and how its rules play out in the actual transactions you're dealing with every single day.
So who can take this? Well, this is the great news. The eligibility is really broad. You don't already have to be an IIBF member, and the only academic requirement is a 12 standard pass or an equivalent. That really opens the door to a huge range of people.
Okay, now let's get into the heart of it all, the syllabus. Knowing exactly what you're going to be tested on, well, that's the absolute foundation of any good study plan, right?
One of the very first things you're going to tackle is a super foundational concept, this massive shift from the old, really restrictive FERA regulations to the much more liberalized FEMA we have today. Understanding why that change happened is the key to getting a grip on the current rules.
The first big chunk of the syllabus is all about residence. You'll need to become an expert on the rules for everything from foreign travel and remittances to holding foreign currency accounts and even making investments overseas.
From there, the focus totally shifts to non-residents. This is where you'll do a deep dive into all those different account types, NRE, FCNR, NRO, and crucially, their tax implications. You'll also cover all the different investment facilities that are open to them here in India.
And the final module kind of ties everything together with other critical areas. This is where you get into the real nitty-gritty of remittance processes, the rules for opening accounts, and the super important taxation and TDS guidelines that connect it all.
So, now you know the what, let's get into the how. A smart, well-thought-out study plan is honestly your best weapon for walking into that exam feeling totally confident.
Now listen up, because this is a huge tip, and it comes directly from the IIBF itself. They make it crystal clear that their official course book, it's just your starting point. To be truly ready, you absolutely have to look beyond it.
So here's the real game changer for your study plan. You have to stay current. Once you're done with the official book, you need to be reading the latest RBI master circulars and constantly checking regulatory websites for any updates. This isn't just a suggestion. It's where the most recent and often trickiest exam questions come from.
And this table right here, it's brilliant. It shows you exactly how to focus your efforts. The IBF gives you specific cutoff dates. So, for example, if your exam is sometime between March and August 2025, you only need to worry about updates that came out before the end of December 2024. This is a massive help for managing your study load.
All right, you've got your study plan locked and loaded. The next logical step, of course, is getting yourself registered for the exam. Let's make sure you get this process down pat.
Let's talk about the cost for a second. As you can see, IBF members get a nice little discount, but the most important thing to remember here is that this fee is per attempt. That means if you need to take it again, you'll have to register and pay again.
And here is a pro tip that will literally save you money. Do not put off registering. The fee actually goes up every single week after registration opens, so signing up early is the easiest way to save some cash and make sure you get a spot.
Okay, you're prepared, you're registered. Let's talk about exam day itself. Knowing the rules of the center ahead of time means no last-minute surprises, so you can just focus on acing the test.
First up, your admit letter. You'll need to download it from the website about 2 weeks before the exam. And this is crucial. You have to bring a printed copy with you, along with an original, valid photo ID like your PAN card or passport. They won't make any exceptions.
So what's the test itself actually look like? Well, it's all online, and every question is multiple choice. You get exactly 2 hours to work through 120 questions, which all add up to a total of 100 marks.
And now for a question we see all the time. What's the deal with calculators? This is a super critical detail, so let's get a really clear answer. The answer is yes, but, and this is a big but, there are very strict conditions. You can use a simple battery-operated portable calculator, but it has to be a basic one. If you show up with a scientific calculator, it'll be considered an unfair practice. So please double-check your model before you go.
And just like that, you've submitted your last answer. You've finished the exam. So let's cover this final section. What does it actually take to pass, and what happens next? The magic number you're aiming for is 50. 50 out of 100. That is your passing score. And here is a massive piece of strategy for you. There is no negative marking. That means you should answer every single question, even if you have to take a wild guess.
After the exam, the whole process is really streamlined and digital. Your results will get posted on the IIBF website. From there, you can download your mark sheet, and if you've passed, your official, digitally signed certificate will be emailed directly to you in about 3 weeks.
So there you have it, the complete roadmap to earning your certificate in foreign exchange. You know the syllabus, you've got the study strategy, and you know exactly what to expect on the big day. The only thing left to do now is get started. Good luck.